Alright, what's up you guys? I'm out here at the range kind of doing a gear review. The Gunner Series plate carrier by Century Tactical Products. I've had it probably for about a month now, so I've been using it for a few different events. Some training, some kind of working out of on my own, some work related stuff. And so far, man, I'm pretty impressed by it. I'm going to go through some of the features of it. I'm also going to talk about what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, and I'm also going to show some video of working out of the plate carrier, doing stuff like magazine changes and so forth. And let's get this started. Alright, so we're going to talk about this plate carrier by Century Tactical Products. I was also sent a gun belt, which is here. I've mounted some equipment on it, and I'll also talk about that. So this gear review I'm doing for SpotterUp.com. It's not a paid review, so it'll be an honest and thorough and fair review. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to talk about some of the features that Century has on this plate carrier, as well as with the belt. It's super lightweight. It's 1.5 pounds, roughly 1.6 pounds. It's made of 500D and 1000D high strength laminate. They use their patented pattern. I think it's called 1080-2 MOLLE or PALS mounting platform, and they have different designs or cuts for that depending on how you like to run your pouches. We'll talk more about that here shortly. There's a cummerbund that kind of supports everything right here, right? You have your kind of standard front pouch. Let me take the magazines out. And then underneath it's attached with Velcro, double-sided Velcro, and you kind of mate the surface together and close the flap. You can kind of customize it to how tight and snug you like it to fit, which is very cool. They also carry optional side plate mounts and carriers if you choose to run those. The back is same as the front with the flap and the double-sided Velcro for the back sides of the cummerbund. You can see I mounted some pouches on here, different pouches, not anything from Century. The only Century manufactured pouches I use are the 3 mag AR-15 magazine pouches mounted here on the front. This thing also has a kangaroo style pouch right here, so you can stick it behind your magazines or whatever you keep on the front of your chest plate, and you can access stuff in there depending on how you like carrying your stuff. Right now I've got a mag holder on this side, a blowout kit or IFAK. I have another mag pouch with a pistol mag pouch mounted to the front of it, and a radio pouch which I will have in my videos when I'm shooting and working out of this vest, doing mag changes and so forth. This thing MSRP is at $345, and it's super durable, but I'm gonna talk about, like I usually do, things that I like about it and then things that I don't like about it. Before that, let me talk about the belt. I mounted a Safariland ALS holster on here, a medical blowout kit or IFAK on the back, and then I got some standard Kydex pistol and rifle magazine holders mounted on there. One of the things that Century is kind of known for, if I can get this mag holder off, is how they route the holes, the MOLLE holes. You can see here these are vertical from about where the hips are on both sides, and then everything in between, vertical channels, or they have horizontal channels. So if you like running a cloth pouch with a MOLLE strap on the back, you can run it horizontally like so, just like that. I don't have any of those kind of pouches on here. This is kind of what I run with as a range rig. And then I've got the IFAK mounted through the vertical channels as well. You can see that there. Holster is just a Safariland belt mounted holster running through the belt loops. They have your Cobra buckle in the front to connect it with the two release latches, top and bottom. This is a pretty good belt, and it's adjustability for size with double-sided Velcro. You just run it through the friction adapter. Pretty kind of standard setup for most of your gun belts nowadays, I believe. But this is a nice belt. I used it quite a bit. Back to the vest. What I liked about this vest, you can run various size plates and different styles plates, ESAPI, SAPI, swimmer's cut, shooter's cut, whatever you like to run. Just going to make sure you get the appropriate vest size with a big enough pouch to fit the dimensions of your vest or of your plate. This cummerbund has the, I'll show you here in a second. I might have to pull one of these pouches out. The way it's cut, you can run diagonally mounted, like on a 45 degree if you like, if you choose that. And another good thing about Century is they make different types of cummerbunds depending on how you like to run your kit. So if you like a vertically mounted, which I do, pouch, you can run it on a specifically cut MOLLE pattern for that. Or you can order these if you like to run, for instance, your pouch in like I guess you'd call that a cross draw configuration or a angled canted configuration on a 45 degree angle. I mounted everything horizontal or vertically on these. My IFAK, my extra pouches, they're all mounted vertically, even though the cut pattern is made for a diagonal mount. You just skip a hole and go down to the next one or the next available one that's directly below the one you're running your strap through. So it's pretty modular, pretty awesome. You can configure it in different styles and you can run different pouches. I've got, I don't even know. I've got Crye pouches. I've got Tier tactical pouches, I think. I've got I think this is ALS out of Clarksville, Tennessee, and then Blue Force. So I had a variety, a hodgepodge mix of pouches on this. Another good thing are these integrated shoulder straps. I like the way these are just cushions or padding. I like the way these things attach with Velcro. They're pretty much bulletproof and never gonna move once you get them set up. They're a little bit of a pain in the ass to route through because the Velcro catches, but once you get them where you want, they don't move, they don't go anywhere, which is awesome. A secret to routing, because this material is kind of soft and flimsy, it's not sturdy like some of these MOLLE tabs are kind of double sewn or layered, so they're a little more rigid. This stuff's kind of flimsy. Metal chopstick is what I use to help route stuff and get purchase on some of the softer loops and what have you. So that's kind of what I did. These shoulder pads are pretty cool. They're ventilated and they have that aerated material on the inside with a little extra padding for sweat. The way the plates go in is quite simple. There's a big Velcro opening at the bottom. You can fold back the flap and slide the plate in and out as you need to. And there's also drain holes at the bottom. If you get wet or if you're swimming the plates in, the water has drainage holes, so it doesn't kind of get all bunched up inside the plate carrier. So, good quality material, good craftsmanship. The sewing is awesome. I talked to the guys at Century at a show out at Fort Bragg a few weeks ago and asked them some questions about their pouches and how you route with these different cut patterns they have, how you route pouches, and they kind of gave me the down and dirty how it works. So I was enlightened by those gentlemen. What I kind of didn't care for, it wasn't a whole lot, but in the back you can see the flap, and then the back of the cummerbund is that elastic material which doesn't tolerate Velcro a lot. You see it starts fraying. It also twists a lot. So this thing never sits flat, this panel that overlaps. It kind of peels off. And I routed a radio pouch on here, and you know, it depends where you place your kit. Normally up here I'll have like flashbangs. I may have a blowout kit depending on, you know, what I have on my cummerbund. I've tried a few different configurations. I've had different setups for different types of missions, but I kind of didn't care for this. And this elastic stuff isn't the greatest. I can tell you that you can order new cummerbunds depending on what you like from Sentry, which is awesome. And you're probably going to need to over time. This thing, the durability, you know, with the elements, UV radiation or UV rays and that kind of thing, these things are going to wear out, and the fraying from the Velcro, they're gonna get all shitty on you. So you have to replace those. If you wore this thing like 3, 4, whatever, multiple deployments, eventually you'd wear these things out. But other than that, man, this thing's pretty bulletproof and very modular. You know, you can do a lot of stuff with it, a lot of options, and they have a huge selection of pouches. I didn't even get into that because I don't have any other than the 3 here on the front, that Tri-AR magazine pouch deal. So I took this thing to the range and did some work from it, just some basic reload drills with the rifle. So I worked, you know, manipulating the elastic retainers, drawing the magazine out, dropping the old one, putting the fresh one in, slide lock or slide release, gun back on target, shoot a group, and then continue to do a couple mag changes. So go ahead and watch this video at the range of the mag changes working out of this Sentry vest. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you could, I'd appreciate it. It helps support me. And like the video if you thought it was helpful and informative. You guys have a good one. Later.